The flea market pickup, I did okay. None of these games are bangers. Most of the games are like $5 to $15. Nothing incredibly good, but it's going to be a big project. I'm not worried about the DS games. They all work, but every one of these games look like this. Look at that. Oh my lord. Look at all those scratches. So today, the resurfacing machine is going to get quite the workout. Look at those scratches. Quite the workout today. Every single one of these discs are really, really bad. I got a really good deal. I mean, look at this. I don't know if I can repair this disc. This disc is, they're trash. But let's look. So that's the poker game, Cars 2. Every one of these discs are in terrible, terrible shape. You can see it. Just absolutely terrible. These are like $10, these Nightfire games. But look how bad that is. I don't know if you can, it's hard to capture the scratches. Trying to get the reflection. You can see my backyard. You can see it, how bad that is. Look. They are bad, bad, bad. This game, this has really deep scratches. The odds of this working is probably very, very slim. This is going to get the course pad for this bad boy. This thing probably is toast. Stuff like this, I wouldn't recommend trying to purchase. These scratches are very, very deep. These are like, you could feel it on your fingertip. I mean, we'll see what the machine can do, but this is going to be quite the workout for the JFJ Pro. So we'll see what happens. Every one of these games are scratched. I don't want to bore you guys with the whole process, but I'm going to do my normal process, and we're going to test each one of these games and see which ones work. So it's going to be a very interesting video. It's going to be take me a while to clean all these games. I won't bore you with the video, but I'll go ahead and we're going to do all that. See what happens. We're going to test this terrible, terrible disc. My camera's not the best, but it is full of scratches. So we got the felt on it. It is a huge scratch right there. It's a terrible looking disc. We are going to try this headlight repair. This is from Ailexpress. Look how much they give you. Talk about cheap, right? It's already kind of like messing up. It's kind of paste-like. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to apply this on the disc directly. I've already wet this pad. As you see, it has a dirt and a little bit of wax. I like to try new things, so let's give this a shot and see how it goes. I'm going to apply the wax. Let me turn my... I need both hands for this, but give me a second. So I caked way too much on. You know what? The thing about putting too much on is it's just going to fly off and make a mess. And it's bad. I want to do let's do a minute. See what happens. Again, I'm using a coarser pad from Ailexpress. It is a lot. It's actually a heavy buffing pad since the CDs are so scratched. These are game DVDs. We're going to do a minute. This is with that car polish. We'll see how it turns out. And if you're wondering, the blue tape's there just to prevent from excess like wax and stuff getting on the arms, because it does deteriorate their arms, and this is a known issue with this machine, is the arms do break after a while. I'll probably JB weld them when I start to notice them getting bad, because I don't want to spend $50 on a new top. But as you see, it's doing its thing. I usually don't do a minute. I'm more of a 20-second guy. Take a break, do another 20 seconds. I think a minute's a little overkill, kind of kills your pads a little bit. But I mean, the way how damaged this is, I think it will come out pretty good for a minute. We'll see how good this stuff works, if at all. These are like $5 games, so at the end of the day, we'll see how we did. So let's open it up. Oh, baby. That's with the car wash. Dang, do you see how bad that was? One run, guys. So this is product. So what I'll do is I'll clean this off and I'll put the spray on it. But honestly, that did a pretty good job. Let me look. See, yeah, it looks pretty dang good. I just need to wash off the residue. But so yeah, so I caked way too much on. You know what? The thing about putting too much on is it's just gonna fly off and make a mess. And it's bad. I want to let's do a minute. See what happens. Again, I'm using a coarser pad from Ailexpress. It is a lot. It's actually a heavy buffing pad since the CDs are so scratched. These are game DVDs. We're going to do a minute. This is with that car polish. We'll see how it turns out. And if you're wondering, the blue tape's there just to prevent from excess like wax and stuff getting on the arms, because it does deteriorate their arms, and this is a known issue with this machine, is the arms do break after a while. I'll probably JB weld them when I start to notice them getting bad, because I don't want to spend $50 on a new top. But as you see, it's doing its thing. I usually don't do a minute. I'm more of a 20-second guy. Take a break, do another 20 seconds. I think a minute's a little overkill, kind of kills your pads a little bit. But I mean, the way how damaged this is, I think it will come out pretty good for a minute. We'll see how good this stuff works, if at all. These are like $5 games, so at the end of the day, we'll see how we did. So let's open it up. Oh, baby. That's with the car wash. Dang, do you see how bad that was? One run, guys. So this is product. So what I'll do is I'll clean this off and I'll put the spray on it. But honestly, that did a pretty good job. Let me look. See, yeah, it looks pretty dang good. I just need to wash off the residue. But so yeah, the Ailexpress headlight repair. This is $2 for this whole thing. You don't get very much, but it did work. Definitely works. I'm 2 games work so far. The PlayStation, if you could read it, sorry. The Madden, I'm booting up another copy of the Madden on my PS2. See me right there. This is live action. Let's see if, oh, that's a good sign. Usually I boot it up and I make sure it plays a level or two, obviously, to make sure the game's working. But usually if it boots up, it's a very good sign. This should be Madden. I think this is Madden 2002 or 2004. There you go. Sorry. Don't mind my TV. My TV has a weird thing. It doesn't scale games correctly, so I have to always change the aspect. See, I got a different aspect. See, change the aspect on it. Kind of cuts off the bottom. I don't know why. Whatever. But yeah. This looks like it's going to load and it's going to work. So, let's see how many of the games actually work. I haven't tested any of these games. They all are full of scratches. I didn't sand any of them yet, but I'm trying to polish. I'm trying to see how many I can polish before I have to sand them. So what I do is I polish them first, and then if they need sanding, I'll go back and sand them. Because if you sand them, your chance of destroying the disc is very high. So I always tell people you always want to polish the disc first and see if they work, and then if not, go back and sand them and go from there. So this looks like it's loading, and yeah, I'll test some more. The coarse sanding on all these discs that were in really bad shape. I'm definitely using way too much polish, but like I said, I'm using this headlight polish. I paid I think this was like $1.30 for this whole jug, so I really don't care. I'm definitely using way too much. So what I do is I coat them, the CDs before. I'll coat them, I'll spray them with some water. I'm using the new yellow pad. If you notice my pad, I stick it up so it doesn't move. This is an aftermarket Ailexpress pad as well. This is a little softer polishing pad. I definitely want to use the Maguires. The Maguires is by far the best for seals, so I put a little bit of the Maguires on there. With the headlight, I think you can mix and match fluid. They all do the same thing. I'm probably going to just hit this for 20 seconds to see how it goes. Maybe a minute, and we'll see how the disc turns out, okay? I didn't get all the scratches out. It looks better, but there's still a few. Like I said, get it nice and wet. I'm going to just put a little on each side. You really don't have to use much. Water is your friend here. We're going to hit it for another 20. Make sure this is tight. Make sure you're not getting a lot of rattle. We're going to clip it in, run it for another 20. I really think that 40 seconds is kind of your sweet spot. I feel if you do a minute, you're kind of wasting a lot of pad. What's going on there? You see a little piece of pad running around there. These pads are not made for the machine, but they work fine. Like I said, if you want to save some money, save some pads. It can take aftermarket pads. If you don't mind what's going on. I'm probably going to avoid my warranty, but so let's look. So now this was that really scratched James Bond game. It's pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off the excess stuff. I'm going to hit it with the good old laser media and we'll test it out. So I'm going to do this the rest of the games. You notice I have all my games ready to go out this big pile. I'm going to try to make this in one video. We're going to see how many games we actually get to work. A failure. As you see, these Ailexpress pads wear out really fast. I did 7 discs and it looks like this. This isn't going to clean anymore. It's just missing too much chunk. It literally just shredded away even though it's a 5-inch. So we are not going to use this pad. I'm going to switch to a different pad. So these are like $3. This is after 5 discs of 20-second polishes. It's destroyed. So I'm going to say the yellow one is way too soft. It destroys. It comes with a 5-pack, so you have like these black ones here. What I do is I'm gonna clean it off. Obviously, I'm gonna soak this water. We'll try the black one in a second here. These Ailexpress pads, they shred very fast. I think because there's so much pressure being pushed down, because obviously the pads are not made for the machine. They're still gonna work just fine. You're just gonna wear out the pads really fast. So that's why you see all the pads in the side here. I'll definitely buy. These are a little thicker, so it's gonna put a little more pressure on, so it's gonna wear out the pads. So you want to get. If you notice, this is like after probably 15, 20 discs. So you buy this, I think I got 5 of them for $3. And I'd be lucky to get maybe I did 20 CDs today. So I say you'd be lucky in a pack to probably get 50. So you get about 50 discs for like $3. So you got to factor that if it's a better value to buy the ones for the machine. But this is an option out there. As of right now, I can't recommend it, but I'm glad I got to test it.